Hi there, welcome to this week's Angel Reading, Angel Inspiration with myself, Rachel Scoltock. And this is your reading for the week ahead from the angels. And one of the messages that I got this morning before I even pulled any cards was that the angels and the divine are asking that you make a conscious effort this week to get in touch with them. And that means, saying a prayer, going into meditation, asking your angels, maybe even writing down what you would like your angels to help you with, but doing it in a way which is focused so that you're calling your angels in and asking them to help you with simple and difficult tasks through the week and through your day, and just really bringing them in close. The angels need your permission to come to your side, not to come to your side as such, they're there already, but to assist you in anything that you're having trouble with because of the law of free will. So they're always there, but they need your permission to help you. So that was the first message that I got. Now, the second message I asked, what's the theme for the week ahead? And this is from the Angel Prayers deck by the lovely Kyle Gray. And he's an angel therapy, angel channel as well. And he does lovely cards. I love the way he works. And this card is love and accept yourself. Now, the angels are saying that this is really important this week, that the energy that you have in your mind really affects what goes on for you, not just inside, but on the outside, because whatever we experience on the inside will come to meet us on the outside in some way, shape, or form. We have to know that. And especially if that experience is repeated, it's our inner self which is driving this life experience. So if you're always hard on yourself, you're beating yourself up. We've been through some big transitions that have brought to the surface old patterns. They have brought you to face with things that have been holding you back. And it's a gift. So it's kind of like the universe has heard our prayers to go, okay, what's blocking me in life? Why haven't I created what I want to create yet? And the universe has said, here it is. But the universe doesn't sort of, come to the end of your bed, send you an angel that sort of stands and explains things to you. The thing happens to you in real life so that you can check it out. So it might be a toxic relationship might have shown up again. It might be that, perhaps you've been attracted to eating really unhealthy foods over the last week or so. And you're like, aha, okay, I really wish I could change that. And the universe is saying you can change this. That's why we're showing you it. That's why it's come into your awareness, into your consciousness. Because whatever is conscious in you, you can heal. Whatever comes to consciousness in you can heal. So instead of cursing all of those problems and cursing yourself for having them, and that's the thing that angels, the loving, compassionate angels, and I want to tell you is that if you beat yourself up for having problems, you're it's like you're in a car race and you've just pulled over to the side of the road and you're letting all the other cars go past you. You're not getting the lesson. You're not still in the race because you're so busy beating yourself up about it. You're not actually looking at the gift of what is. Does that make sense? So when you are mean to yourself, when you don't love and accept you create this hard wall around you that stops the positive energy coming in. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? What have I done wrong? Why doesn't God love me? Why don't the angels love me? Maybe my mum doesn't love me. Maybe my grandparents didn't love me. Why am I the victim? Stop doing that. Stop right now and go, I love and accept myself. And I accept that everything that's happening to me is happening to me for a reason. And the reason is so that I can learn, I can grow, so that I can become the best version of myself. And then start to say things and do things that nurture and nourish and lift you instead of the things that are just constantly, like tripping you up and pulling you from the rug from underneath you. So I love and accept myself. Be nice to yourself. Feed yourself nice foods. Go to bed early. Avoid prickly people. If the prickly people are constantly hurting you, stop throwing yourself at them. Come away from the prickly people. And maybe if they're related to you or they're in your life because of work, you can surround yourself in a shield of light. You can call on the angels, but you can also avoid them. You can also avoid situations that make you feel sick and bring you down. That's self-love. That's self-acceptance. Your self-love isn't just about grooming. It's not just about getting your nails done or your hair done. That's nice. That's part of life. But self-love is about how you treat yourself. And if you treat everyone else better than you treat you, that's going to reflect in all of your relationships too, because people will start treating you how you treat you. Next card. This made me laugh so much when it came out because Mercury retrograde ended yesterday. And so the gift of Mercury retrograde is that it held us back and showed us these patterns. It showed us the things and the people and the situations that we need to step away from, the prickly. So this new beginning is ready. The divine masculine is also coming into play right now. So the divine masculine isn't anything to fear. It's like the divine feminine. It's the balanced form of masculine energy. We all have feminine, masculine inside of us. The divine masculine is power without control. It's empowerment. It's guided action. It's going with the flow, not pushing and forcing. It's respect and honor. It's not cracking the whip behind yourself to work and 16-hour days to get the money. It's about recognizing the divine is the source of all your good and that the divine is the provider so that you can do your work, but you don't have to push yourself too hard into burnout. So there's all forms of divine masculine coming in. So it's created a real shift, and it might feel a bit wobbly and rocky to start off with because you're coming out of all of this other energy. So this new beginning is bringing with it enlightenment about the next part of your journey with your life purpose, your calling. There's things that have been calling you from deep inside your soul and you haven't been listening. The universe, the angels, your guides, your ancestors have all been trying to get your attention as they cradle you through this period. But if you're not paying attention, if you're only looking at, I'm a bad person, I've done the wrong thing, or why isn't anything good happening for me, or you've got your head down and you bum up and you're working, then you're not going to notice those signs. So this is telling you that there's this beautiful new beginning coming where you can say goodbye to the things of the past that have hurt you with the eyes of love and compassion and forgiveness. And I think forgiveness comes when we realize that everything is ultimately for our highest good and that we do have the power inside. So it's like, well, maybe everything happened to me for a reason so that I could learn. Maybe my soul is learning forgiveness this lifetime. Maybe my soul wasn't meant to just have a picket fence and a partner and a child and a flash car and all the things that society tells us we're meant to have. Maybe my soul has chosen something else, and maybe I've been ignoring that whilst I've been looking at what I thought I should have. So it's about softness, forgiveness, and new beginnings. For guidance, whenever I see this card, I say when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. What happens on the inside is always reflected on the outside. So if we change the way we think, we believe, and what we see, we start to see the change happening in our lives. So this is saying there's a better way of doing things, a better way of looking at things that could help you, which we've already talked about. Pause for reflection and insight. You might feel there's a moment of like, okay, what do I really want? What do I really want to do? If you're feeling like I can't move forward, then maybe that's a period of I've got to reflect, check it all out, check all the small writing in the contract, all of those things. There's a pause for a reason. But this is also encouraging you to be different, to do your own unique thing, and to stop being so pressured to be like anyone else or to be your version of perfect. So if you've got a song that you've written, this would be the moment to, record it. If you've got a book that you've written, send it off to the publishers. If you want to start your business, but you're sort of like, oh, I don't know, start the business, do something. This is like, do it, but do it on your own terms, like you, because there's only one you in the world. The world doesn't need another whoever. They need you. And that's why you've been inspired with the feeling that you've got to do the song, the book, the work, the study, whatever it is. So trust that and just take your courage and move forward. This is Archangel Chamuel, who helps us to find what we're looking for. So you can call on Chamuel. And the ultimate card, it's about worry. And the angels are saying, that anxiety and worry might have come up for you in the last couple of weeks, and that's okay. It's just about recognizing what that is. Is that a sign from your inner self that you've got to, rethink something? Maybe. Or is it an old habit where you just go panicking as soon as something doesn't fit or doesn't seem right? Are you running into the future and trying to fix things? Are you running into the future and imagining worst case scenarios? Because the obvious reaction to imagining a worst case scenario is anxiety, isn't it? I mean, your body's just going to go, oh, I don't like the look of that image, and panic. So if you do that, if you're thinking that we're never going to be able to afford, what if this happens, what if that happens, disaster, chaotic, catastrophic stuff, then you've got to pull it back, because that's not helping you. It's not loving and accepting yourself, is it? You've got to get grounded. Archangel Raphael is speaking to me right now, and he's saying groundedness plus grounded action. So let's just say you're worried that you're about to go into debt, or you're worried that you've spent too much money. The obvious grounded action would be get grounded first, put your tree roots from your base chakra into the earth, and let Mother Earth wrap you in her petals. Then come back to deep breaths and go, what can I actually do about this? Maybe I've got to ring the bank. Maybe I've got to cut up my credit card. Maybe I've got to ring some relatives and ask for a loan. Maybe, there's a million things. Maybe I've got to look for a second job or do something that inspiring that I can do and creative that can make me a bit of money. The universe is there for you, and that's why the angels want you to get in touch, because as soon as you do, they can help you, and those inspired ideas can come through. So, sometimes this card comes up when there's nightmares, fears, worries, and anxieties, and it's sort of saying, this is all imaginary. This is like dark night of the soul stuff, and you've got to come back to center and call on your angels. And sometimes, what really works is a big stompy, come on, angels and universe. Sometimes, more often than not, when you get to that stage of like yelling, what, help me, that's when the messages and the guidance can come. Because you know what? Because you're fully committed. You're no longer putting up with your own BS. You're no longer kind of muttering, oh, maybe if you could help me, if you think there's time. You're actually putting it out there with strength and power, and that power comes back at you. So if that's what you need, do that. Angel blessings from my heart to yours. If you would like a personal reading with me, accurate, meaningful, all around your personal situation, then get in touch. If you would like a guidance and healing session where we can map out the healing for you, what you most need, what you need to release, and really help you to release those energies and those attachments and give you the guidance to move forward, you can do that too. I do them on Skype and phone and MP3. So let me know, rachelscoltock.com. Have a great week.